Hello YouTubers, back again with another video. It's Thanksgiving Day here. Wonderful day, lots of family, lots of food I'm sure. Ate way too much again. Have lots of leftovers. Did some Black Friday shopping, early Black Friday shopping, got some things done, got some things accomplished. Today I want to discuss about the narcissists and how they feel about themselves. And their borderline and how they feel about themselves, and what your role plays in that scenario. And when it's coming from a survivor like myself, you realize that what you were with was not real. The way they feel about themselves, there's a lot of hatred, there's a lot of insecurity, there's a lot of shame, and there's a lot of guilt within these people. They don't feel good about themselves. They're weak individuals. So when they pick a target and they focus on that target, they eventually become that target. So when they're becoming pretty much you, they're mirroring you. Everything that you're falling in love with is basically you. You are falling in love with yourself because they're saying everything that you want to hear. They're doing everything that you want them to do. It's basically tell you what you want to hear in order to hook you. And then they also use sex to hook you as well. So when you're dealing with these types of individuals, you have to remember that they hate themselves. They are so afraid to love. They are so afraid to let anybody in to love them for fear of getting hurt. So they've turned their emotions off so they don't get hurt. It's very weak, and they're scared. So they don't have the capacity to love like we do. So in order to feel loved, they have to have sex with you. Having sex with you shows them and tells them that they're wanted, because why else would you have sex with me? I mean, you want me, right? I mean, that's what they're thinking. And they're also thinking, I'm so great, this ego is so massive that it just fuels their ego that they're having sex with you. But in really what they're feeling is they're saying to themselves, I need attention. I need somebody to make me feel alive. I need somebody who will just absolutely start to love me and adore me and want to be with me. Because they're thinking to themselves, they're thinking, this is how they're thinking. I'm not capable of love. I hate myself so much. Why would anybody want to love me? Because they're full of shame. They're full of guilt. They're full of regret. And they hate themselves. Things happen to them that they can't get over, that they can't move on, they can't get past. So they tuck those feelings down deep inside them. And those feelings of shame and guilt and regret and envy and jealousy never go away. They never deal with those feelings. They never deal with, first they've never learned how to deal with them, so they can't deal with them. So it all sits in a bottomless pit, and you come along and you make them feel great. It makes them feel alive. The more sexual partners they have, the better they feel about themselves. That having sex with if you're a narcissist and you're having sex with somebody, I don't know. I've been told it's a rush for them. They feel alive. They feel like they're wanted. They feel like they're, I guess the dopamine levels rise in them. But that's it. That's it. And then they want you to praise them and be around them all the time, which is why they do the love bombing and which is why they do the idealization stage, and they put you on this pedestal, and they want to be around you all the time because you make them feel wanted, because you make them feel good, because you take all that pain and shame and regret and jealousy and envy that's in that bottomless pit that they can't get out of their mind, and you distract them for that little bit of time that you're with them. So when they're with you and having sex with you and being around you and love bombing you, they're feeling high because they no longer are feeling what they normally feel when they're alone. And when you come along, you take all that away, and eventually all that goes away. They start to feel shitty about themselves again. Then that's when they start to devalue you. They think you're the problem. They think you're the one who is making them, it's your fault that I'm feeling this way. I no longer have this ideal. I no longer think of you as this great, amazing person. And they look at you like it's your fault. But really what's inside of them, burning deep inside of them, is what's coming out. They're starting to need better validation about themselves. They need something else to take away all that pain and anger and hatred that they feel for themselves. And once they feel that they can't get it from you anymore, they start to search for other sources to make them feel wanted and make them feel loved, to take their mind off of how they're feeling inside. That's all it is. They're searching for ways to get rid of their pain inside of them. And having sex is a great way of doing it, because it takes away all the pain. There's drugs out there that some people turn to drugs to take away their pain. Alcohol, drugs, cutting themselves. Sex is one of them, and this is what the narcissist does. So your narcissist is only using you to make you, so that way they feel better about themselves, so that way they're only using you to get rid of the pain, basically. And once that pain starts to come back, they look at you like it's your fault, and so you try harder, but that's it. They're only using you to get that pain away. And but that pain comes back because it never goes away. You have to remember that these people put on this false self. They put on this mask, and that they portray to the outside world, that they portray to you, and everybody thinks they're great and wonderful, but deep down inside, they are burning with rage and anger, and they just can't function. So in order to take this pain and anger away, they have to find somebody who makes them feel good about themselves. And sex is a great way of taking their mind off of the pain. So remember that. This is what they do. These individuals are sick. They're very, very insecure people. They have a lot of shame, guilt, and anger inside of them that they've never dealt with. And a lot of the times, guys, this isn't something that you did. You walked into this tornado. This was already burning inside of them before they even came around you. And something happened to them that you're not responsible for. And they're taking it out on you. And when you have enough, you finally leave them. But that's what they're doing. They're taking what they're feeling out on you. That's why they abuse you, because they're feeling so shitty about themselves. And the only way to take that pain away is to find new sources of supply, somebody to constantly give them attention, so they're not thinking of all that pain that they have inside. And remember, keep that in mind. You walked into this tornado. It wasn't you that caused this. This has been going on for years and years and years and years. Before you even arrived on the scene, they had been feeling like this. So something happened to them prior, and they can't deal with it because they never really evolved emotionally. Just remember that. But be careful when you're dealing with these people, and get away from them as fast as far as you can. Go strictly no contact. Do not contact them. Do not drive by their house. Block them on all social media. Make yourself zero availability to them, and just move on with your life. You will find that it's much better. You will find that you're a lot happier. You will find that the drama is gone. You will find that the chaos is gone. And you will find somebody out there who really loves you for who you are and what you're doing, and wants to be with you for those reasons, because they like you and they want to see you, they want to help you. Your narcissist is angry, miserable inside, very insecure, and a very weak individual. And they're needing sources of supply to take away that anger, to take away that pain that they feel, which you had nothing to do with. So, happy Thanksgiving out there. The Cleveland Browns suck, but they're still my team, and I'm hoping that they will be winning here shortly. I love the coach, but I don't think he's going to be sticking around. The Cavs aren't too good, but the Indians, we're hoping. But the Buckeyes are going to kick Michigan's ass. So happy Thanksgiving. It's a great weekend. Lots to do. Keep your head up and stay away from your fucking narcissist wackos. So have a great day.